Hey friends, I'm Zach.
And I'm Trish, and you're listening to
The Backwoods Business Podcast, where we talk with real people
about real business
who have real problems
and real solutions. Let's get real.
We're going to talk to you today about 5
key things that every website needs to have.
Now, be sure you stay with us to the end because it's the easiest and most impact on your website is the very last item. So stay with us.
Don't miss it. Let's go.
Number one. Email capture, all right? Like a simple pop-up, something like that.
Super easy, right? So whether you are paying to put traffic to your website or whether they're finding you organically, anybody that lands on your website, you should be capturing their contact information. As simple as an email address. That's really, really helpful because you can then have it in your database. So if you send a newsletter or a new product or an announcement of some sort, you can retarget those people free.
Now, even with the best websites out there, you're lucky, very, very lucky if you get a 10% conversion rate, okay? That's an awesome conversion rate.
Great job.
Yeah, exactly. Good job. But 10% conversion rate means a 90% not converted. So that's where these email things come in, actually, because the average email capture conversion rate for that is about 50%. So you got 5 times more possible customers captured up as a captive audience when you send out these emails.
It's super easy to implement. Exactly. You could do a nice little pop-up. However you want to do it, you don't have to offer a discount or deal or anything. Just pop it up and say, hey, would you like to drop your email address for X, Y, and Z?
Boom. Super easy. Do it.
Do it.
Now, number two.
It
has 0 barrier to conversion. Your website needs 0 barrier to conversion. Now, what that means, conversion. It doesn't matter what your business is, whether you're selling a product, a service, an idea, a webinar. Make sure you have 0 barrier to conversion. Now, what that means...
When you enter your website as a brand new customer, right, you don't know what the journey is that you're going to take. So go on your website and start, I would even do like an incognito tab, right? So there's no data that's pulled in there and you can follow the journey, right? So if it's a product-based business, go ahead and try to select a product, add it to your cart, and try to take it all the way through checkout. What you're going to look for is any possible area that could deter a customer. So for example, if you have a product-based business and you take them to the checkout area and you're now requiring phone number, full first, last, middle initial for your
mother's
name,
maiden name, date of birth, social security number.
You're going to lose them. If you even require a combination of them, you're going to lose people. So what you can do is grab one key item, whether it's email or phone, and then let them keep going, right? Take the guess out of it. Take the, I don't know if I trust this out of it, right? Simple is best, I think, is what we have found.
Definitely. Keep it simple. But then on top of that, the barrier to conversion is your site slow. Make sure your site is running fast.
How do you do that? How do you know?
Well, that kind of takes us into some of the other ones. Number 3 is mobile first optimized website. So what is that statistic? 77% of Americans own a smartphone. Foam is not it.
It's not foam.
I don't know what a smartphone would be.
That might be something else.
That might be like a foam party.
I don't know.
But 77% of Americans own a smartphone, which means most likely they're going to be looking at your website through their phone.
So that can look different, desktop versus mobile, right? You might have this very beautiful, eloquent, laid out web page. And then when you go to your mobile experience, your images have now cropped or shifted, or your text doesn't line up, or it's overlaying. It's a very different experience, right? So when you're creating your websites, you need to optimize for mobile first. Desktop is an afterthought. You just have more traffic going on the phone. It's just super easy. Whether you see an ad for something or someone tells you about something, I'll just grab my phone, I'll Google it real quick, whatever it is, they're gonna be on the mobile most likely.
And check it often, early, frequently, because I got caught on this one time. I spent a long time when we had Squarespace. I spent a long time, made our website look fantastic, I thought. And then I pulled it up on my phone. I was like, what the heck is this crap?
It was a hot
It
mess.
looked garbage. My pictures were like this tiny.
It's so bad.
Yeah, an
So
eighth
bad.
of an inch by an eighth of an inch on my actual screen. You know, it wasn't legible. So
What does one do with that?
you got to check it frequently. Make sure that it's looking good.
And there is a nice little trick. If you're on a desktop when you're creating all of this, there is a shortcut you can use.
Exactly. So I use Chrome. I'm pretty sure it works in just about all of the browsers. But don't maximize your window. Make it a window type window, and then grab the side of the bar and shrink it horizontally. Shrink it from side to side, and make sure as you're shrinking it down to a tall, skinny window that all of your images, your text, everything realigns and adjusts automatically. So make sure you have a template installed for your website that can compensate for that based off of the horizontal resolution, because all phones are different. Not everything is a iPhone 13.
Whatever
I think that's
this
the new one.
number
I
is.
don't
No one
have
knows.
a 13. So
Is there an F12? Can you F12 something?
So F12 is a good one if you're trying to look at some of your code, actually. If you hit F12, if you're in a browser and you can look at your code and see if something is kind of glitching out, you can hover your mouse over that option that looks like it's glitching out, and you can see what the code actually says for it too.
Back into it. So always
Exactly.
always optimize for mobile first. It's just where people are going to go, so you might as well start with that and then make sure your desktop also looks good.
Exactly.
So
So number 4. SEO optimization. If you don't know what SEO stands for, search engine optimization.
I was going to say don't ask me, but just kidding.
Search engine optimization. We make a good team. I know this stuff, and she knows a lot of
I
the
know
other
other
appeal
stuff.
type things. Yeah. So how to optimize your website for SEO. So search engines are nothing but a bunch of algorithms that are there. There's bots that crawl your website. Every once in a while, we'll see like a little spike of some traffic into our website from one city specifically. And I'm just like, what is going on there? And it's that one city is actually a Google bot coming in and crawling our website, making sure there's any updates or whatever, looking for keywords. So since it's a robot, you got to make sure you talk to it like a robot. Use certain keywords. Like if you have searchable items that relate to your products, make sure that those keywords are entered in there. And just a little side tip, trends.google.com has a good one for showing some trending keywords that you might want to include into your website. Other things though, image size is a big one. And this ties back into that zero barrier to conversion. Image size, that greatly affects your page speed.
When we first started our website, we were just uploading like, oh, that's a great image. Upload it there. Upload it there. Okay,
Yeah,
let's
3,000 by 3,000 pixels.
who even cares, right? Does that even matter? It does. So then when we did an analysis of our page speed, it was like, hey, you guys are failing. These images are ginormous. They're not optimized for a quick load speed, right? So that's a big problem. So you have to pay attention to, is this causing it to slow down or?
Yeah, and there's a powerful tool out there that's actually put out by Google. It's pagespeed.web.dev, as in developer, D-E-V. So pagespeed.web.dev. Go there, type in your website, let it
free.
analyze it, and then it'll tell you what's taking forever, what's loading fast, whatever, the strengths and
What
weaknesses.
your overall score is, and then you can kind of assess like, oh, hey, it's not so bad, or oh, no, I have to look into this. Like it's a handy tool and it's free, so you might as well utilize that. I know there's several others out there, but that one's right there in Google, so you might as well.
So on the SEO note, also you want to pay attention to your alt text for your images.
What is an alt text?
Right, alt text is when you upload an image. A lot of people, when they're viewing your website, they may have vision problems or some sort of disability where they're not looking at your website how you might look at it when you're developing it. And so they'll view it through alt text. If they don't know what the picture says, the picture will read this alt text that you load in there. It's something on the back end. It's not normally visible. But Google uses that alt text, even if it's not visible, uses that alt text to determine what kind of content is on your website. So you've got to make sure you enter in all that information just to increase the searchability. So lastly, on the SEO optimization, it's an easy thing, but a lot of people overlook it, and it helps give your site a little jump start, especially if it's a brand new site, is your site map. Make sure it's loaded to all of the search engines. It's an easy thing, but you have to go to the back end of it, and you basically upload your URL for where your site map is located on your website. If you don't know how to figure that out, just start doing some Google and you'll figure it out. All right, cool. Now, all this talk about search engine optimization, you're talking to robots here, trying to make sure that robot understands everything. But
robots aren't people, right?
Exactly.
They don't understand emotion and all that. Well, they shouldn't. I don't know.
They might.
But listen, so that's great if your site is optimized for keywords and Google search and bots to kind of roam and crawl and say, yes, this is a legitimate place to be, right? But it's a totally different experience to optimize a website for SEO versus actual human interaction, right? So you have to be cognizant of that when you're creating all of that data that goes into your website.
For example, things like social proof. That's an easy thing that a lot of people overlook. Remember, this is our most powerful thing and easiest thing that you can do. So don't overlook the social proof. That can be all sorts of different things. It can be reviews. If you don't have a product-based business, reviews might be a little bit tricky because you're not moving as the same quantity, but you can still do it for services or whatever else.
Testimonials, people that have actually used your service or product. Yes, this is the best. Oh, this company is amazing. This is why.
The logic behind all of this is very few people want to be that first person, the early adopter for any kind of service or product or anything
in life.
Anything in life, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I like being the first, but you know.
Most people don't like that.
Exactly. So that's where these testimonials come in. That's that human aspect that you want your customer to realize that, oh, this is already tested. It's already good. It's already true. And so you have those testimonials up there.
And when I think about that, like when we're designing a website, it's the last thing on my mind, right? I want to make sure everything looks tidy, everything is optimized, everything has the right keywords. I'm not necessarily thinking, okay, well, when Jessica comes to my website, is she going to feel comfortable and have like a natural feeling of trust towards my product based on the items that I've just presented to her? No. But if I think about from the customer's perspective, like, well, why would I buy this item from her, right? Oh, look, I can scroll down. This person who's located in Minneapolis and is my same size, height, weight, whatever, she already tested it. She said it fits true to size. She's already vouched for the product, essentially, right? So having that social proof right there for a customer to see is a huge asset that every website should have. So whether it's product or service, it doesn't really matter. There's always a way to incorporate that.
Exactly. Even if it's just you type in a little paragraph, something short and to the point where people don't have to read a novel, but type in a little paragraph and throw it underneath whatever your product or service or something is, saying that Debbie from Utah said it's fantastic. So
because it is.
It's fantastic.
It's fantastic. So don't underestimate it. Integrate it however you can. You can use things like your Facebook reviews or Google reviews. Those are also really beneficial if people are searching anyway in those search engines.
Or even if it's not a review, social proof can also be your Facebook, any of those social media platforms. If you have a professional Facebook page, just share a post onto your website saying, hey, look at these 50 people that commented on this one thing. And that's social proof right there. It would be good.
Just having presence kind of all across. So it's really powerful and it's
super easy.
Yeah.
There's no coding involved in there.
There's lots of apps.
Typing.
You just integrate it. So don't underestimate it. Social proof is crazy powerful.
There we go. 5 things to you from
welcome.
Backwoods Business Podcast. Thanks for watching the Backwoods Business Podcast.
Make sure you like and subscribe below.
And when our next episode is available, it'll pop up right over there. Make sure you click it.